Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Laura from Laura's Chronic Life, and in this video we're going to discuss what books I used the most in the first quarter of 2025. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Feel free to go grab a beverage. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, and I'm kind of long-winded. And I process out loud, so you have been warned. We're just going to get into it. So these are the 3 books that I used consistently for the first 3 months of 2025. And we will start with this one, as it is the one that is most used. It is my everyday carry. It is my notebook that is always with me. Comfort journal, fidget journal, whatever. It is my little best friend. I probably need to name it. But anyway, it is an olive passport traveler's notebook from the Travelers Company. It is my only traveler's notebook that is from the Travelers Company, and I have always wanted the olive since it came out. And so I'm really happy that I just finally did it. I like my little passport book to be a little chunky, so there is some overhang. That does not bother me. It doesn't seem to damage too much of the notebooks and stuff. And I get a little note to myself. I don't know if you can see that. Whoop, that's clunky. But I decided to use the overhang as a way to encourage myself, because this is something that I struggle with, being a chronically ill person and feeling like I don't contribute enough to society, my life, my family, etc. So I just remind myself that I am enough, and so are you. So then, that's gonna get annoying. We start off with my folder. It has a Protect Your Peace from Coffee Monster Co. It's a vinyl. It's one of my favorite vinyls she has ever made. And then I have the Love and Trip folder in that folder with just a few loose leaf stickers and things. And then this, I haven't decorated it yet because I haven't decided what I want to put on it yet. It hasn't struck me yet. So right now it's plain. And it is just tucked into the back of the folder here. These are also from Coffee Monster Co. And I can just take it out that way and use it as I need to. This is from Serica Studio. It is a 52 GSM Tomoe River notebook, and I love her stuff. This is the only cover page I did. I was planning on doing one for each month, but I didn't. But this is a bullet journal. It is the simplest form of a bullet journal there is. There's no like real decoration. It is literally just me keeping up with the information I would like to keep up with. Generally speaking, I'll turn back to the other day. This is kind of how it looks. I put the date, and then I write down a to-do list as I think of it. I write down the media I consume, any notes that I want to, health things. I need to finish filling that in because I watched more than YouTube on Wednesday. And so yeah, it's just as I need it. And it's literally just to write in. And I keep a blotter paper, and I also have the Love and Trip pencil board. I don't normally do all of these little type of things, but when I get something special, I like to get stuff from the year I got it. So I got this at the beginning of 2025, so I went ahead. Well, I ordered it technically on New Year's Eve, but I got it at the beginning of 2025, and so I got the 2025 things to go with it. So there's that. So I just normally tuck it in. And when I ordered this, I also ordered like 3 more, so I would have enough for the year, so I wouldn't have to continue ordering them. Anyway, the notebooks are really, really nice. Alright, next I have a sticker from Sticky Sub. I forget the artist, unfortunately, at the moment, but I have it written down somewhere. This is a sticker that I made off the internet from, it has to do with, why did my brain, oh my god, the Mighty Nine, Critical Role, D&D, all that good stuff. Anyway, next I have my actual planner. This is the only thing that I like plan in, like future plan in, and it's just the monthly. I put that in there because eventually I might put some stickers in here, or not stickers, but photos, but I really wanted to keep it, so that's what I did with it. And so this is just my plan. I do a little sticker. I need to go back and sticker things. I sticker things afterwards because I want enough place to write things down first, because this is foremost a planner. And so that's it. And then I have a little thing tucked in here from Petite Gloom, also known as Megan Rhiannon. I have a little sticker from the Tulsa Art Museum garden cats. They usually have like a bunch of cats. Well, I'll say a bunch. They've had several different cats in their garden throughout the years that they feed and take care of and whatnot, and so they have pictures of each of them, and this is one of the ones that I got while we were there. This is my journal. So this is my play place. This is my thoughts. I call this book The Book of Whimsy and Thought, and this is technically the second one. I finished the first one in February, at the end of February, so this one began at the beginning of March. And in it, I just have anything I want. So if it's just words, it's just words. If it's drawings, I need to go back and fill that in. About books, about TV, some feelings, about an event I went to. Hey! Gimli, Mama's trying to film. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. He is scratching his house for some reason. His little like playhouse. Hey! Oh, you see the shadows. You're trying to get the shadows? Sorry, you're not going to be able to catch those. Oh! You stole my potato! You went in my bag and stole my potato! You cute little thing, you. Quit doing that. I'm glad you didn't tear it up. He stole this out of my bag. My husband, oh, you did eat it, you little stinker. Oh, well. They didn't eat it. They got like little claw marks on the, I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah. Anyway, it's not a big deal. I shouldn't have left it to where they could get it. I thought they couldn't. But anyway, my husband brought this home to me from work. They had something, and there was a bunch of these sitting out, and so he brought me this one. And it says, "Life was all out of lemons. Here's a potato instead." And I just thought he was real cute. And whoever made this, if you see this, it's really cute. I used to make a bunch of amigurumi, but that's a long story. Anyway, back to this. So this is my book of whimsy and thought, and I just put different things in it. Stickers. I go back and add it. It's not necessarily in chronological order because I tend to like skip places if I want to, and then I go back and fill them in with something else. This was from my sticky sub in March, and so I put a little bit of everybody's, all the little things that I get in it. So yeah, it's my little fun place. And I really love it. This is the second one for this year, like I said, and I'm just super enjoying it. And then, I got this from Chris from L&M. She keeps a glasses cleaner in her bag, and I did too, and I didn't realize it was like staining. That's weird. Anyway, so I could do it too. It's been really handy. Like, she's a genius for that. So I use this every day, and that's about it. And yeah. All right. The second book I used the most is my Hobonichi book. It is the Hobonichi Cousin, which if you are a planner or journal person, you have heard of this, most likely. Maybe not. If you haven't, that's fine. If you have, then you know. But it is a planner originally, and it goes through the entire year. So it has months, weeks, and then like daily pages. And this is my life log, my yearbook. This is my life in a year, basically. Memory keeper, whatever you want to call it. And so this is the one I use the most. I don't get into this every single day. That's why I have this, because a lot of the times I will take my notes from this to fill this out. And that way, if I skip a couple days because of health, or if I skip a week, because there's definitely a whole week in here I didn't do anything in it yet, I might go back and refill this. I might not, and just leave it blank. Things like that don't typically bother me unless there was something that I really wanted to remember and I forgot to write it down, but I've been better at that. So I just kind of fill out my weeks as I want to. So most of the time it's a little like jot of what I do during the day, a little screenshot of how my week went. I used to do a lot of tracking in the beginning, and I always keep up with my media for the week there. I like to use a lot of stickers. And again, I sticker sort of after the fact because I want to make sure. This is one where I just decided to do to-do lists, and then obviously it's pretty blank, and then I kept up with my media there. But it changes. This one, I am going to fill this one out because things did happen. I just haven't had the energy. But yeah, so this is the weeks. And this is the current week that we are on. These stickers are printables from L&M's Patreon. I love her ink play. It's just so much fun because I like playing with my ink, but I also don't love, like, if to get this much saturation on some of it, it would go through. So I really like the idea of this, and I kind of stole the idea and have done a few of my own and plan to do some more. But the snail is my favorite. Like, I don't have a good lighting situation here. Will it fix it? There we go. Anyway, I love the little guy. So yeah, that's how I deal with the weeks. This week I'm obviously doing the little snippets of my day. And then the dailies is just what I want it to be. On the opening page, I tend to do the inks that I have chosen for that month to be like my ink scheme or ink color. What's the word I want? Palette, my ink palette. And then I write down all the books that I read in the month. These stamps are from Coffee Monster Co. as well as these stickers. And there's a lot of her stuff in here. And there's also a lot of stuff from Canva and Pinterest and Etsy. And I will try to list what I can. If you have questions, it's easier to just ask me the question because I'm not the best at remembering all the tiny details that I need to put in the description. But yeah, so I write on this side. I normally do media somewhere, and then it's just a free game. I don't always do the same thing every day. I mean, media tends to go in the same spot, but other than that, sometimes there's white space, sometimes there's none, sometimes there's a bunch of flip outs, sometimes there's just watercolor because there's not much to do. I need to go back and fill this in with a book that I finished that day. I have these little things so that when I want to remember, hey, I want to do this, but I don't have the time or the energy or the clarity of mind to do it that day, I just leave a little sticky note and I come back to it later. whenever I do have the time or the effort. But yeah, this is, see, I have it a lot. And I have, you know, blanks and stuff. They might get filled in, like I said earlier about things, and then they might not. Oh, this was my favorite, like, looking spread that I did last month. If you would like a flip through of the first quarter, I can either do a flip through monthly or I can do a full flip through for the quarter. However it works out. If you have a preference, let me know. If not, then I'll just figure it out. But this is today's, and this is yesterday's, and that's where I'm at. Oh, I talked about, I felt like I was in a cocoon this day, and it was really comfy. It was a good feeling. And so I drew one, but I wonder if you can see, I did it with the Sailor Mono Haha, and it's just, it's so pretty, and I wish my light was better. This is what I got right now, but anyway, I love the different pinks and purples and stuff that you can get in this ink when it decides to bless you with that. So yeah, so this is, oh, I forgot to show the months. This will eventually be an index. I started it and I just haven't gone back and filled it out. This is my graveyard of stamps and washi tape. And then we go into the months, and on the months for this, I just put a little thing about each day. Sometimes I draw, sometimes I have a sticker for the day. Sometimes it's mostly like wins or not. I mean, I definitely put like some, I'm a sick person, so sometimes that's all I get to put that day. Sorry, they're getting into the cardboard box, so I was just trying to give them some room to make some noise before I keep talking. Okay. So yeah, things I just want to remember. Have to go back and put stickers on this one. Same with this. So yeah, I'm consistently inconsistent. I'm consistent enough. I used to think consistency meant every day. But consistency does not necessarily mean that. It means consistently. I am consistent enough. Alright, then we have this little book, which is a Moterm standard TN in black. And I have a little alien dude. One of these days I'll get some better light. Alien dude. Gimli. Okay. I thought they were napping when I started filming. I guess not. Anyway. So this guy I don't get into as often as the other two, but he is the next one that I get into the most. And it's just a creative space. So, some more stickers. I have a doodle book. And I'm trying to get back into drawing. With, some of the symptoms I have from some of my chronic illnesses involve like my hand shaking sometimes, especially when I'm trying to focus it. It shakes a lot. So I'm trying to get used to letting the shakiness be okay and changing my doodle style. I used to not think of myself as an artist at all. I was artistic, but not an artist, because I don't usually get paid for this stuff. I have done a couple of commission things, but not very many. And so I am just trying to get better at doodling since I sit on the couch a lot. So I'm just, yeah, so I'm not in it all the time. I don't always date it. I've been trying to get better at when I am in it to like put the dates of things. So there's that. This is a reading companion, and it just has like thoughts and notes from different books that I am currently reading that I had thoughts about while I was reading or listening or etc. I don't always tend to write down notes, but it's here if I want it to. And then this is another kind of, it's a bigger do what you want book. It's not as put together. It's not as like, I don't keep up with this one as much as the Whimsy and Thought book. Like that one is the one that I really focus on the most, but occasionally I want to do something bigger, or I just have the itch to bullet journal a different style, but it's not going to fit in what I'm currently using. So this is just my do whatever you want book. And so I put a picture here of the two boys, their all most recent cats, and then I decided I wanted to do like a fun, what was it? A fun plan that day, a fun, I don't know, it's a thing. I wanted to use some of my stickers up and whatnot because I don't tend to use these stickers much. I got some washi tape from AliExpress, and I just wanted to put those in there. These are all cut out from some like 3 different washi tapes. And then these are just giant lists. I did some decorating with a little poem. I watched some stuff on Netflix. I'm a big documentary person. Just taking some notes there. I'm writing down the rules from Gibbs's rules. If you know NCIS, then you know those. I'm trying to write them down as I get to them. I wanted to use this again, so we did that. To-do lists, making sure my pens work. So yeah, it's just, it is a whatever I need it to be. And then I have some printed off stickers back here and stuff. So yeah, that is the majority of the books that I have used for the first quarter. I do have an honorable mention, wherever he is. And it's this little guy. So this little guy I've had for a long time. It was a birthday or Christmas gift, I can't remember. But it is a tartan from Scotland. My husband's side of the family is Scottish, and so anyway, this isn't his clan's tartan. I don't remember what his clan's tartan is, but this is just a nice one, and I really liked it. And the person who gave it to me was really sweet about it, and yeah, and so this book is called literally a Commonplace book. It is a tartan cloth Commonplace book by Waverley, Scotland. And I tried to use it in the beginning as like a little scrapbook for quotes. And so I used the first 5, or no, more than that. That one, this is where I stopped, I think. Nope, this is where I stopped. And then I lost it. It got misplaced when I was rearranging rooms and stuff and couldn't find it again. I recently refound it last week, and so I had put an insert in here to use to write down my commonplace things, the things that I would like to keep, articles, quotes, things that I hear people say, things that I think in the moment or whatnot. I will put an insert in here eventually now. I took the insert back out, but I will put it back in here once this book is done because I really want to use this book. And it is small, and it goes in my purse really well. Not that I leave the house ever, but anyway. And so I started it here. And so any quote that I like about wildflowers is down here. This is a poem about dandelions and wishes, and so I underlined the words that I want. It wasn't long enough room for me to add this one, which is also about dandelions and wishes. So if I find another one that fits, it'll go here, and then I'll put dandelion and wishes up there. I decided to go ahead and start putting the Gibbs rules in here. These were about being an artist and creating and being happy. This is about the fall and autumn and winter seasons. Wintering. This is a quote about common things, and so if I get any more, I'll put it there. These are the quotes about simple things that I liked, and so I underlined the simple, quiet, calm life, simple things. And so yeah, that's all I've gotten so far. I have a bunch of stuff in my Pinterest board because that's been my Commonplace book for how long now? Since like 2010? 2009? Maybe before then. But I've always kind of used Pinterest as a commonplace. I have a whole thing of words and a whole thing of spiritual, and I mean, it's what Pinterest was for. So I'm slowly adding those things into here because I don't want to have to always go on Pinterest for those, and Pinterest may not always exist. So the ones I really definitely want to keep, and Pinterest is not always reliable with the sources. Anyway, that was a side thought. So yeah, those are my books for Q1 of 2025. And I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed going through it, and yeah, in the next video, or in a video, I don't know if it'll be the very next one, in a video I will talk about things that I started to use for the year but didn't use. So we'll go through that next time. But yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, please leave them below. And if the description box isn't set up by the time this video goes out, it will be set up at some point with info about these things. Alright? Alright. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you are able to find some joy, some happy things, and that you have a win today. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my boys as I'm trying to say goodbye. Alright. We'll see you later. Bye.